With my combo, baby.
I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she comes, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two, I paid it like a fool. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my...
Watch my live, baby. No, baby. You watch my live, baby.
But you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
Last time I was trying to get your attention, but you fell asleep, baby. I was live and you didn't get to watch my live, baby. Me, baby?
On my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you this gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana.
Oh, look at that. Please the Jag.
And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she comes, the
Alright, baby.
It's week 10 of the NFL, and we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Chiefs and the Jags, next on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
16 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff. They did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times, and that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be
under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. To the football, it's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
All the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. Rolling to his left. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board 1st here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
I have Eagles as my franchise. I have to play with the Eagles on my franchise.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence, quick slant caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup. Come on, set.
Lawrence going to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Hey, drop it. Drop it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Shenault from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point.
Usually Cooley Hamlin, I think. I don't know. Can't put Patrick Mahomes there, bro. That's this side. He's not that fast. Only him in 97.
This ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. Well, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play, and he couldn't.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 4. The scoop and score was an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again.
Trayvon Walker.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. You don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colt, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. It is fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Being chased out left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to... And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. That's good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
25 yards that time. Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out.
Sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to Robinson now on first down. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively. Well, this defense has got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no waypoint. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And he loses the football the second time, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Out to his left. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Called out a very strong gain of 24. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 down at the 33. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing this season.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. And we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could...
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On second down, a run with Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And his struggles continue.
And that's another play that's been in the picture of this game overall. It's been a war. It's been continually fueled by turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Another touchdown in the fourth quarter. And Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just added on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
I'm guessing in the other locker room, probably the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough. With that one possession down the stretch, might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Kansas City, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like